Once, in a small, isolated village nestled deep within the dense forest, there were rumors of a mysterious creature known as the monster clicker. It was said to be a gruesome being, feared by all who heard its terrifying echo. Its malevolent presence cast a shadow over the entire village, as the villagers lived in constant fear of encountering the beast. Legend had it that the monster clicker possessed no sight whatsoever. Instead, it relied solely on its unique ability to navigate through the environment using echolocation. The monster emitted chilling clicking sounds that bounced off its surroundings, giving it an accurate understanding of its surroundings. In the dead of night, when the moon hid behind a thick curtain of clouds, the villagers would hear the faint but unmistakable clicks echoing through the trees. Children would cling to their bedsheets, their hearts pounding in fear, as the monster's presence filled the air. One fateful night, a brave young villager named Emma decided to venture into the forbidden forest, determined to unravel the truth behind the legend of the monster clicker. Armed with only a flashlight and her unwavering courage, she embarked on her treacherous journey. As Emma roamed deeper into the forest, the cracks and crunches beneath her feet echoed through the silent night. The air grew thick with tension, and the rhythmic clicking sounds pierced through the darkness, growing louder with each step. She followed the eerie clicks, their intensity building like a symphony of dread. Emma's heart raced, her pulse blending in with the beast's ominous songs. The forest seemed to close in around her, as if the trees themselves whispered warnings in hushed tones. Suddenly, a bone-chilling crescendo of clicks enveloped the area, drowning out every other sound. Emma froze in her steps, her eyes wide with terror, as she sensed the presence of the monster clicker closing in. She could feel its malevolent energy, like a cold shiver down her spine. Desperate to escape, Emma stumbled through the foliage, her flashlight trembling in her hand. But the monster's echolocation was precise and unyielding, guiding it closer to its prey. The clicks pierced through the night, taunting her at every turn. Just as despair threatened to consume her, Emma spotted a dim light flickering in the distance. With renewed hope, she sprinted towards it, praying it would lead her to safety. The forest seemed to conspire against her, whipping branches and clawing roots. But Emma remained determined, fueled by sheer will and the adrenaline pumping through her veins. Finally, she burst into a small clearing, the light emanating from an abandoned cabin, its source of salvation. Emma slammed the door shut, her trembling hands locking it tight. Inside, her breathing heavy and ragged, she could still hear the monster's clicks, echoing through the night, a chilling reminder of the peril she had barely escaped. As Emma caught her breath and surveyed her surroundings, she couldn't help but wonder what had brought about the existence of the monster clicker. Was it an experiment gone wrong, a curse inflicted by dark magic? Or perhaps it was a supernatural being born from the deep, ancient secrets of the forest. Regardless of its origins, Emma knew that the monster clicker remained a terrifying force, lurking in the darkness, waiting to strike fear into the hearts of all who crossed its path. Once Emma caught her breath within the safety of the cabin, she knew her reprieve would only be temporary. The monster clicker's sinister presence still lingered outside, its malevolent intentions seeping through the wooden walls, driven by her insatiable curiosity and fierce determination. Emma began her quest to uncover the truth behind the monster clicker's origins and find a way to protect her village from its deadly grip. Her search led her deep into the annals of ancient folklore, delving into dark legends whispered through generations. One tale resonated with her, a tale of a forbidden ritual, said to have been performed by a disgraced witch. Rumors whispered that the witch had a vendetta against the village, cursing it to forever be haunted by the monstrous clickers. The ritual involved sacrificing innocent souls, trapping them within the monstrous forms of the creatures that terrorized the village. Adorned with newfound knowledge, Emma set out on a treacherous journey to locate the witch's long-abandoned hideout and uncover the truth of the curse. Armed with ancient texts and a steadfast heart, she forged ahead through the winding trails of the forest. The atmosphere grew heavy, the forest seemingly conspiring against her with every step. Branches clawed at her clothing, thorns sliced through her skin, but Emma pressed on, her determination unyielding. After what seemed like days of relentless struggle, she reached the ruins of a dilapidated cottage concealed deep within the heart of the forest. As she stepped cautiously through the crumbling doorway, the air turned icy, and an otherworldly presence enveloped her. Emma's heart hammered in her chest as she explored the dark recesses of the witch's lair. Illuminated by the pale glow of her flashlight, she discovered ancient spell books, potions, and remnants of long-forgotten rituals. Among the relics, she found a fragile scrap of parchment, etched with faded symbols and incantations. With painstaking care, she deciphered the spells, unearthing a ritual that could potentially break the curse of the monster clickers. Armed with newfound hope, Emma gathered the necessary ingredients and prepared herself for the arcane undertaking. She chanted the spells, her voice trembling yet resolute, channeling her energy into the incantation that would hopefully free the village from the grip of the monstrous creatures. But as the last syllable left her lips, an eerie silence fell upon the room. In the midst of her anticipation, a resounding click shattered the stillness. Fear consumed her as the room began to tremble, shadows twisting and contorting, merging into a monstrous form before her very eyes. As the monstrous form materialized, Emma's heart sank. The very essence of the monster clicker loomed before her, its jagged teeth glistening in the dim light. It let out an ear-piercing screech, a bone-chilling sound that reverberated through the depths of her being. Paralyzed with fear, Emma desperately searched her surroundings for an escape route. But the room seemed to constrict, the walls closing in around her. The monster clicker advanced, each step causing the ground to quake beneath its weight. With no other option, Emma summoned her courage and confronted the creature head-on. She raised her hands, clutching onto the amulet filled with the power of the ritual. As the monster clicker lunged at her, its jaws wide open, she thrust the amulet forward, her voice bursting with determination. Instantly, a blinding light erupted from the amulet, engulfing both Emma and the monster. The room shook violently as the powerful forces clashed, their energies intertwining in a chaotic struggle. In that moment, a surge of realization washed over Emma. The monster clicker was not merely a mindless beast, but a tormented soul trapped within its monstrous form. It was a victim of the witch's curse, seeking release from its eternal torment. Drawing on her compassion and empathy, Emma focused her energy on freeing the trapped soul. Her voice rose above the chaos, calling out with a sincerity that pierced through the darkness. Slowly, the light softened, revealing a figure gradually transforming within its ethereal glow. Before her stood not a monster, but a broken and weary soul. The haunting clicks were replaced by the sound of labored breaths, and tears streamed down the creature's face. It had finally been released from its wretched existence. As the room grew still, Emma approached the once monstrous being, their eyes meeting in a profound moment of understanding. With a whispered word of gratitude, the freed soul dissipated, leaving behind a sense of peace that permeated the air. Word of Emma's courage and determination spread throughout the village, and the curse of the monster clickers was forever broken. The villagers held her in high regard, grateful for her bravery and unwavering spirit. But in the depths of the forest, a faint echo of the monster clicker's haunting clicks could still be heard. It served as a reminder of the darkness that once gripped the village and the indomitable strength of one individual who triumphed over fear. As for Emma, she continued to explore the mysteries of the world, her experiences with the monster clickers serving as a constant reminder of the power that lies within compassion and the strength found in confronting our deepest fears. And so, the legend of the monster clickers and the courageous journey of Inla became a part of the village's history, reminding all who heard the tale that even the most fearsome creatures can be redeemed, and that light always prevails in the face of darkness.